welcome to BRUZZ International, the English-speaking show here on BRUZZ. It's great to have you with us for this latest edition, which starts in San Giles at a brand new Italian bar and library called Piola Piccola.
I'm so happy, like having a baby, a new baby, and it's there, and a lot of people are enjoying this. 15 years ago, we opened up in Schuman, and it was always our dream to be somewhere between Saint Gilles and Forêt, and now finally, because where I live, that is Forêt, Saint Gilles, so finally I'm back home. It's like, ici c'est Saint Gilles, finally. It's different from Piola Libri, because here Piola Piccola is just a second-hand bookshop, so giving a new life to books.
Per trovare libri in italiano bisogna cercare, andare dalla gente. Ci siamo trovati in case di persone che stavano dismettendo la loro casa e avevano queste montagne di libri, non sapevano che farne, e noi siamo andati a spulciare in mezzo anche a libri di tutte le lingue poi, perché qua a Bruxelles in casa di gente trovi libri anche in 3-4 lingue diverse. Oltre ai libri ci saranno sempre caffè diversi, ci sarà un caffè di base che sarà sempre una stessa marca e poi piano piano i vari caffè d'Italia. In Italia ci sono tante torrefazioni e ogni regione ha il suo gusto di caffè. E poi un'ottima selezione di vini e per finire, per i nostri amici belgi, una buona Zenne Pils che ci sta sempre.
Next in this report we meet MacLeod. He's an American artist and performer based here in Brussels who calls himself the Prince without the Carnival.
I'm not an expat. I think that's one of the biggest things that if you want to insult me, call me an expat. I am an immigrant. I did not specifically choose to move to Europe. I missed my plane, so I was stuck here. I lived illegally for a number of years, and when I found Brussels through playing concerts, and when I met Brussels, I just fell in love. On the bad side, it's chaotic. On the great side, it's chaotic, you know, so for me, Brussels is such a world of contradictions and energy that it kind of creates a curiosity, like what is going on? In a way, I feel like I'm living the Belgian dream because, you know, here I'm Prince Carnaval, even though there's no carnival. I'm king of the, you know, Saint Sebastian Scatterbeck Archery Guild. You know, these are things that I never would have thought of. You know, I don't know if it's ever anyone's goal in life for these things, but because they've arrived into my life, I really feel accepted by the organism of Belgium and the organism of Brussels and the princedom of Scatterbeck. The Guild of Saint Sebastian is from 1598. Next year is the 425th anniversary. Parc Josephat is the most visible and public place where this sport is happening in Brussels. When you win the King contest, you wear the Hildebruck, and this collar dates from the 16th century. And so you feel the connection with this thing that's way bigger than your own little life. Crazily enough, I've been elected the Prince Carnaval of Scatterbeck in 2020, 2 days before the lockdown. Of course, Carnival was canceled. I had this costume and I was just like, I have no carnival, so I must be the Prince zonder Carnaval. You know, I must be the prince with no carnival. It just sounds better in Dutch. After the years, I would just show up to gallery openings or go to bars or people's birthdays or different things in my Prince costume. Heck, I've got this costume, I have these musical projects. I just put most all of my musical projects into the Prince. So the Prince Zonder Carnaval is also my musical project.
Let the good vibrations go. Here we
I've gone so far as to declare independence of the Princedom Schaerbeek. I've printed money, Schaerbucks. It kind of creates a micronation of ideas, and I don't know, we'll see where it goes. I was born in Arkansas. I was born in Little Rock. And music kind of happened, I think, by accident in a way. Like my parents, they thought for their kids, if they bought a piano, that they would have some culture. And so my parents got divorced. I went back to Arkansas with my mom, and we got the piano. Thankfully, my mother worked. Thankfully, I was at home alone a lot. I think it would be illegal now, but at the time, my babysitter was the piano. Pottery, it's like my meditation. The kind of wheel that I use makes very little sound, but there's still just this like low hum. And depending on the form that you make, sometimes the form amplifies the motor, and so you'll have this kind of monotone singing that will come out of your piece before it's finished. The idea behind this is sharing. Each one takes a cup, drinks at the same time. It's kind of a moment of nothingness in which something is created, I guess. All of these things, for me, it's all the same. I don't compartmentalize the activities of my life. They're all the necessary part of my living, and I can't imagine myself without.
Now, the European Union and the institutions take themselves very seriously, and that's something that the Schuman show and its founder, Kelly Agathis, want to change. What exactly is the Schuman show?
The Schuman Show is a political satire about the European Union, how the European Union works. It mixes sketch comedy, improvisation, and stand-up. It takes place in Brussels once a month. We have a pretty good turnout, almost sold out every time. And they're not always the Brussels technocratic, Eurocratic crowd. We also have people who want to genuinely learn more about what this Euro bubble in Brussels is.
Hello and welcome to the European Commission Midday Briefing. My name is Margaritas Funky Boogaloo Smart. The European Commission was delighted that the United Kingdom did not win the Eurovision. I'm so sorry. Was delighted that Ukraine won the Eurovision Song Contest.
That sounds like a lot of work. How many are you on the team, and how do you make it happen?
We are 5 permanent writers on the team. We have a few actors that are regulars that come and go. We spend about a month preparing each show.
Please give it up for the former Prime Minister of Belgium and MEP for Renew Europe, Guy Verhofstadt.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello, European citizens, hello. Hello, people of Europe, hello, Kelly, hello. Yeah, just one small thing. You forgot 2 of my nicknames there. The Hof and the greatest living European federalist.
I had actually heard of the Hof. I did work in the European Parliament once upon a time. But who calls you the greatest living European federalist?
I do.
How do you make something so dull, if you like, funny?
Well, in my opinion, not everything that happens in Brussels is dull, but it does have that reputation of being boring, technocratic, shrouded in jargon, and of course we do make fun of that. But politics is people, and civil service is people, and people are funny.
Uschi, your 3 p.m. has arrived.
Remind me?
Martin Osterdahl, you know, the Swedish guy who runs Eurovision?
Ja, stimmt. Sentiment.
Yeah.
Ursula, so great to meet you.
I don't think you're quite important enough for first names just yet, but it's nice to see you too, Martin. Please have a seat.
Quite gladly.
It's about finding the inconsistencies or the ironies or the things that are just funny in and of themselves and just drawing them out for the public.
First up, we will have Commissioner Maria Gabriel.
Hello. I am very pleased and very uncomfortable to be here.
So when is the next Schuman show taking place in Brussels?
It's actually the last one of the season, the 30th of June. Everyone is going to be involved. So our writers and performers who come from Ireland and Slovenia and Britain and the Netherlands, Canada. We have not just European creators. They're all going to be involved. We're going to go out with a bang.
the year of young people. So it is.
Next in this report, we meet a Congolese artist who tells us why she hasn't cut her hair in 5 years, as it plays such an important role in her art.
Je m'appelle Hada Sangamba, je viens de la République démocratique du Congo et je suis artiste visuel. J'habite à Saint-Gilles, c'est un quartier où il y a beaucoup d'artistes. J'aime bien comment est-ce qu'ici, par exemple, les jardins sont placés. Ça n'existait pas au Congo, ça, parce que nous, les jardins, c'est très grand. Mais ici, les jardins sont souvent derrière les maisons un peu cachées. C'est une tapisserie que j'ai faite avec ma grand-mère. J'utilise des matériels qui sont très importants pour la survie de l'humanité, qui viennent de mon pays, la malachite par exemple. J'ai commencé aussi à tester les impressions, la gravure et aussi je fais des vidéos 3D. La peinture qui est ici s'appelle perspective. J'aborde la question de l'exploitation, les motifs avec la main coupée et qu'aujourd'hui on utilise le même système pour l'exploitation. Et après, il y a ces profils d'une femme qui a une perspective autre par rapport à l'exploitation. Aussi, ce que j'aime, c'est qu'ici, on a l'impression dans la ville qu'il n'y a pas de classe sociale, et pourtant ça existe, mais on a la possibilité de rencontrer tout le monde dans une terrasse. J'ai rencontré un ancien connaissance.
It's quite an attraction to go out with her. Because everywhere you go, people look at you, but then you realize that they don't look at you, but they look at Hadassah. I saw some photos of her work from the Biennale of Lubumbashi, and I saw an article in the New York Times or something. Yeah.
Les cheveux, je les utilise pour faire des œuvres artistiques. Déjà, je l'ai utilisé à Lubumbashi, par exemple, avec des tresses longues qui mesuraient 66 cm. Je me suis promenée pendant 2 semaines dans la ville et après, je me suis fait photographier par un artiste. Au travers la carte de ma grand-mère, il y avait une rubrique professionnelle qui était écrite mariée. Et pourtant, ma grand-mère, elle travaillait dans les champs. Donc, du coup, je voulais réparer des choses. Donc, à travers mes cheveux, je l'ai utilisé pour réparer cette erreur. Moi, mon travail, il est multimédia, dans le sens où je peux faire une performance. C'est une performance de promenade. En même temps, je fais une vidéo. Et donc, la vidéo, ça documente souvent mes performances. Ce que je cherche à travers ma performance, c'est que les gens se questionnent. Je garde mes cheveux naturels parce que les femmes noires détestent leurs cheveux. Parce qu'il y a une théorie qui dit que la femme noire est l'ombre de la femme blanche. J'ai voulu apporter la réponse à ça, en fait, parce que c'est faux. Ça fait 5 ans que je n'ai pas coupé mes cheveux.
Well, that's it for this edition of BRUZZ International. Thank you so much for joining us. See you soon.